content that's being shared at amazing velocity. So it took us 3 years, 2 months, and a day to get to our first billion tweets. We now get to that in about a week. We do about 230 million tweets a day. And when we originally put this together, a week meant 7 days. It now means 4.5 days. Massive growth in terms of people on the platform. So we just made an announcement a couple weeks ago at headquarters where we started to unveil some of our numbers. Over 100 million active users on the platform. So that's 100 million people that actually log in to the platform in a 30-day period. Over half of those people log in daily. So over 50% of them actually come to the service on a daily basis. And I mentioned over 230 million tweets a day. We actually were a mobile company first, so we were a mobile company even before we were a web company. That's rare, I think, in digital. The whole concept of 140 characters was based on the SMS limit. The international SMS limit is 160 characters, so what the founders wanted to do was create one way that a tweet could get through SMS without getting broken up. So it was 140 characters is what they reserved for the message. 20 characters is what we reserved for your username, so together it was how it fit through. But it means that we've got an incredible population of our user base. An overwhelming majority are using the platform through mobile devices. Over 50%, so 57% of our active users actually access the platform through mobile. More interestingly, to me at least, 1 in 6 people that come to the platform new, have never been in before, actually start on a mobile device. And mobile to us is a range of high fidelity, low fidelity, so the platform works really well on a high fidelity device, like an iPhone, but it also works really well and degrades down to just a feature phone. At the end of the day, it's 140 characters that fits through an SMS. So if all that you have in a country is SMS, that's okay, you can get tweets too. We rolled out a service called Fast Follow, where you could literally follow @Adam Bain, and you tweet that to 40404, the phone number, and then you begin receiving my tweets. So literally, people in developing countries that don't have access to high-speed internet can still get tweets. It's one of the things that led to massive amount of worldwide growth. Mobile is a big part of our history then, but it's also a big part of our future as well. So a couple months ago, Steve Jobs and Twitter announced on stage at Macworld that Twitter and iPhone were going to be integrated in a really deep way. That Twitter was going to be integrated for all new iOS 5 devices at the core. So a full software operating system integration. In fact, a couple days ago I went to the official iOS 5 site. This is, if you go to the Apple site, you can see we're taking iOS to a whole new level. You can see that that's part of the way that they're going to do it. When you click down, features to go further, again, pretty neat that is there. And then from a consumer perspective, we think that the experience is going to be fabulous. So over here you'll see, and all these pictures are from the website that they've made publicly available. On the right-hand side, no, on the left-hand side for you, you sign in once to Twitter, and then you won't ever have to sign in again. And then once you've signed in, you've lit up Twitter across the entire device. So you go take a picture, and today that experience sort of dead ends. Tomorrow, essentially, it will bring up a menu system that allows you to tweet right from the menu. So it's bringing the verb to a menu level option on the platform. And then from there, it brings up a small tweet sheet where you can actually type in your 140 characters along with the photo and tweet it out. Fascinating when you think about that woman that actually was standing there in London taking a picture. Today what she would need to do is actually take that picture down, save it to her phone, go bop out, try and open up the Twitter application if she's not signed in, sign in, go ahead and compose a tweet, hit the attach button, look for the photo, attach photo, hit tweet, right? So 230 million tweets that we do a day. We think that's just going to rise tremendously once this platform is fully rolled out. It also is open for developers as well, and for marketers. If you've got mobile device or mobile applications, an API is going to be open for you to tap into the goodness that's here. So here's an example of tweeting right from Safari, tweeting right from YouTube, or tweeting right from Maps. And again, these are, you can find more information about this out on Apple's site. So incredible growth, great, interesting stories about how people are using the platform. One component of the people that are using the platform are actually brands. So marketers, interestingly, have been a part of the platform from day one organically. I came in about a year ago to begin to scale the tools for marketers, and you can see we've scaled it pretty well so far. So over a year ago, we started with under 10 marketers that were using the platform. We've now grown that to over 1,500. And the thing that I'm most proud of, we have about over 80% retention rate. So 80% of the people that come and work with us or buy with us once come back and do it again. It's a good sign that it's working. The other thing that we've done is we've scaled out the team. So when I came in, we started at about 5 people. We now have over 80 people worldwide. We have a team here in Chicago. Brent Hill, who is somewhere here there he is in the back, runs the office here in Chicago. Brent's former Google and is a tremendous guy and actually has a great team here in Chicago to work directly with brands and agencies and marketers. We also made an announcement this morning that it was announced in Politico that one of the offices we're opening up is in DC. We've hired a pretty senior person to go run that as well, Peter Greenberger, who ran the political sales team for Google, is joining Twitter to lead that effort for us. And so we're going to be, in advance of the 2012 elections, we think that there's going to be some pretty neat opportunities for candidates and committees to interact with constituents. So let me talk about the ad tools. We had a founding principle on the ad tools, which was everything that we did had to be organic and natural to the platform. It was sort of a risk at the time because it would have been really easy just to slap a bunch of banners and buttons on the website and on any of the services that have Twitter on it and call it a day. But we had 14 years of experience in digital to know that that doesn't work. Consumers have already voted with their mouse and their hearts and their minds in saying that traditional display just does not work, does not perform. It's got a, everybody here knows the stats. It's 0.03 to 0.05% engagement rates on traditional display. And so we knew that when we wanted to start the platform, we had 5 years essentially to observe how marketers were using the platform. And so what we did is we tried to find ways to just make it easier, faster, and better return on energy for those marketers to get up and running and use the platform. So each one of the ad units that we've rolled out are embraced in natural and organic activity. And sort of the background of this as well is we looked historically at the ads platforms that we thought worked. And our take was that search worked really well and that TV worked really well. And when you think about it, search and TV actually aren't that different from each other. And what makes them similar and perform well is that the ad canvas, if you will, or the ad product and the content product by which they live are not very different. It's really similar. Here's what I mean. So in a traditional TV program, you've got a 30-minute story that's got a story arc. It's got a beginning, middle, and end. And it's told by a content provider, NBC, Fox, or a production company, right? And then interspliced in between that 30-minute story are nano stories, 30-second stories, provided by marketers that also have beginnings, middles, and ends. But at the end of the day, there's stories within inside of stories. Right? The ad platform and the content platform are conceptually not different. Same thing in search. You ask a high-quality question of search, you get a high-quality answer back from a search provider. Again, the answers aren't conceptually different. And then you look at display, and what we've done in display over the last 14 years is really train marketers to only be loud. Right? The most famous display ad campaigns of all time are Punch the Monkey and the Dancing Cowboy. Right? So we knew that we wanted to build something that was product focused first and lived on this concept of engagement. So what you're going to see are these ad products that get incredible engagement rates on the platform. Single, in some cases, double-digit engagement rates. So the world's used to 0.03 to 0.05% engagement on traditional display. We see on one of the products in search, 3 to 5% engagement. So 2 order magnitudes. I'm going to show you some of them that actually get double-digit, so 10, 20, in one case, an overwhelming majority of engagement on the ads.